I'm here with Heather Reseck and the Port Townsend um, Seventh-day Adventist Church in the Washington Conference. And she has been doing cooking schools for the community for years. Tell us a little bit about how you got into it, what's happened, and how you've seen relationships built through that.
Well, first of all, you need to know that I'm a foodie and I'm a registered dietitian, and it all fits together. And I have the heart of a teacher. So it just seemed to be a natural outreach for me to teach cooking classes, which I've done in wherever we've lived. But after we moved here to the back, for me, it was moving back to the Port Townsend community, and I'm living in the house that I grew up in, that I was looking for some ways to do some outreach, and cooking classes were the natural thing for me to do. And I used to do them as demonstration classes, and they were okay. But once I figured out that people really enjoyed hands-on cooking, and they just went away with so much more confidence. Now I only teach hands-on cooking classes because I hear people say, "Oh, now I know I can do this at home." And so that has really fueled my passion for doing the hands-on cooking classes. And we just transform our simple fellowship hall into a cooking lab. We set up folding tables, and each table is a different cooking station. This next week, we're doing a Lebanese cooking class. So we're doing majedra, we're doing a yogurt cucumber salad, we're doing falafel, lots of different stations that people will be participating in. And then we put all the food out together. When it's ready to eat, we sit down and eat together. And that interaction time is really valuable, as well as just the bonding that happens as people meet each other and cook together and laugh together and remedy kitchen cooking mistakes together. And it's just really been a good outlet for our church to connect with the community.
Now, you have a cooking school coming up and you have quite a few already registered. How did you put the word out for this cooking school?
Well, over the years, I've developed an email list. And so I put it on my website, and then I email. And normally I'll advertise on a local Facebook community group, but this time there was so much interest, I had to close registration early. We have 29 people registered. And for a hands-on class, that's about all we can handle in our fellowship hall.
That's awesome. Do they need to pay to do this, or do they have a little fee to help with the costs, or how does that work?
Yes, we charge $30 per person. We have a 20% discount coupon code that Adventists can use. And then we also offer a family discount of, so it's $40 if two family members come together, because we just want to encourage husband and wife or two sisters or whatever to come together. And a lot of couples have told me that it makes a really good date night just to cook and eat together.
Go out to eat Lebanese food? How often? How long does each one? Is it a one-time deal, or do you do it weekly or monthly, or how does that work?
Well, for years we did it as a monthly cooking class, but as I'm getting older, it's a little harder to maintain that pace. Plus, I want to do some other things in my life. And so we have slowed it down to once a quarter. But for over 5 years prior to COVID, we were doing it every month on the second Tuesday of the month.
Wow, wow. And so how this is going to be on the second Tuesday of the month this time, this go round with your 29?
Yes,
Oh, wow. So I bet there'd be people who will watch this video and say, I wanted to be there and learn that, but they'll have to come to another one next quarter. So
right.
so you have ongoing people who will come back time after time and you build relationships with them.
Exactly. Yes, we do.
Have you been able to see some type of spiritual connection and growth from some of those relationships?
Yes, we have one family that was driving close to an hour from Kingston. and they were coming on a consistent basis. And then they came to a couple of different series that we put on by the church. And then they started attending the Paulsbo Church, which is closer for them. And they're very connected in the Paulsbo Church now. And the mother and father have not been baptized, but they're very involved in the church. And their son, who's 29 or 30, has been baptized. So we keep praying and seeking to nurture them.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing that.